Sports Matters TV.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam, the only place for your news, reviews, booze, and new TNT champion Sammy Guevara. Well, we'll chat about that in a minute, but it's a new champ, so say nothing. So, team this evening is myself, Sensational Queen Lizzie, Booker G 5 times, and give him a chance. It's the Michael Stone brand. All he needs is a chance.
Just one.
Just one. And now you're here happy to discuss this week's midweek wrestling in the form of AEW Dynamite and also NXT 2.0. Lads, straight into the Aula NXT. Hello, AEW Dynamite with a lovely tribute show to Brody Lee as they were coming live from his hometown, isn't it, of Rochester?
Yeah.
Which was great to see, and it was lovely to see all the signs everywhere in the audience, lovely to see the family. I mean, it was definitely pulled on all the heartstrings for all the right reasons. And yeah, nothing but love for the whole thing, to be honest with you, you know. The whole theme of it in general, nothing but love. And we'll crack straight into the matches. So we came out, of course. CM Punk had to have the old cult personality to get the crowd on their feet to kick everything off. He threatened a few dives, but then was pulling a couple of shady bits with his Lloyds of London insurance, so he wouldn't dive into the crowd and the restrictions that are in New York as well. So nice little joke there about it. Years back, I think it was Rick Rude who had problems with Lloyds of London insurance, and he couldn't wrestle, and there was all sorts of shenanigans which we love going on. And he had a lovely hoodie on. Tribute to little Ruby Soho with Rancid on the front of it, and I thought that was very, very cute. I thought that was nice. You know, I knew you would appreciate that, Mick, being a fan of Rancid.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Are you wearing a Rancid hoodie right now? No.
You'll have to get a Rancid hoodie, Mick.
No, I'm not.
I like to check to be sure.
Can't remember what I put on today.
That's just like, what am I wearing? So yeah, we opened up with Adam Cole, baby, and Jungle Boy. We were chatting about this, and Adam Cole is billed as 6 foot. Okay, now I don't know if I believe it, right? But he's billed as 6 foot. Okay, we'll say nothing. Jungle Boy's 5'10", but some of the spots Jungle Boy looked strong. Do you know what I mean? It made him, because there wasn't much of a difference in them. I thought Jungle Boy looked strong. I mean, like, I'm not 5'10", you know, so he's still taller than, say, me. But I thought he came across and he looked really, really strong. So I thought that was quite nice. Nice match of kind of to go head to head, you know. And some nuts spots during this match. Off the top of my head was Jungle Boy with the step up Hurricanrana off out to the outside, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, when he was selling the knee. And a fabulous false finish as well. Mick, what did you make of Adam Cole and Bye and Jungle Boy?
Great. Adam Cole is a star. He, like, if you look at that crowd reaction every time he comes out, you know, the way he carries himself, he's got the boom, he's got the Adam Cole baby. You know, it's I don't think it'll be terribly long until they'd be forced to turn him babyface. And Jungle Boy was a great partner for him in this match. Very good, very technical, some great high spots as well. The Panama Sunrise beating to the close call finish was excellent. I mean, that's what 2 9/10. Really, really good. Yeah, just very, very strong opener. It was watching, you're like, this is a good indication for the rest of the card. Although I thought the rest of the card was a little bit uneven, but great opener nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely. Dog, what did you think?
Yeah, can't complain. Yeah, you know you're going to get a good match out of Adam Cole. You know what he's like. We've seen him for years now of what kind of matches he can put on. They've done everything they can with him, you know, as you know, heading towards being a heel gimmick. And at the end of the match, the only thing I didn't like about it is the donkey kick backwards in the nuts, like that. It's been done a lot recently on AEW, and it's been done in WWE as well a lot, you know, but it seems more recently that it's been done a few times in the last month or so, or maybe a month and a half, that they've backed the referee up into a corner and done the donkey kick and got the cheap win out of it. Like, so, you know, if they're going to keep him a heel, like, and keep the heat on him, you know, no better person to do the dirty on than Jungle Boy, with the crowd so far behind Jungle Boy. So you know, keep the dirty tactics going. Just, you know, give us something dirtier than the donkey kick into the nuts, and we'll be good.
Yeah, and like big shout out to how far Jungle Boy has come in 12 months. Oh my God, like
Yeah.
And bounds, like literally, no pun intended, but literally leaps and bounds. He has come on so far. Super, super happy for him. And it's so great that it's just starting out for him, you know. So eyes peeled for Jungle Boy and his future. And of course, Adam Cole, when he eventually turns them all to keep the great storytelling going, because, you know, he died. So yeah, we want to see that. Coming out from then we had the Elite came out afterwards for a little bit of isn't a state of the Elite that they give address after his win. And of course, Omega's talking trash and ends up with he woke up the dragon. So out came Bryan Danielson, we got it right this week, say nothing, and he wanted a rematch from #Kenny No Balls. So are we saving this for a little bit down the road, dear?
I think so. It's going to be, I think they're going to do Bryan versus all the members, you know, every week or every few weeks. You'll have a face off against all the members of the Elite until he eventually gets to the top boss kind of open thing. So Nick Jackson on Friday night on Rampage is first, and they'll probably go through the rest of them on the way up to Full Gear. Maybe they might drag it out until then. Like, there's plenty of time to do it. They're obviously doing the 6-man or 8-man tag match next week. The Elite against Bryan and Christian and the rest of them. So, you know, keep it going. If they're going to have a match for the title, they might as well hold off till the pay-per-view. So this is a good way of, you know, he has to beat, you know, all these people to get to him. Like same way Jericho had to go through the stages with MJF. He had to beat so many people to get them. So I put Daniel Bryan on my TV every week. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, you're going to tune in, aren't you? In fairness, though, still happy to see Matt Jackson and Danny Bryan, though. I think they'll have a great match on Friday. Do you know?
Bryan Danielson. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. I'm sure they'll have a great match on Friday. I know, but sure, look. But yeah, I'm sure you'd be very interested in a rematch between these two top tiers, Mick. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually. Keyword eventually. Because like I can't see them booking Danielson and Omega while Omega has the title, because like you can't have Danielson go over your AEW champion, and I think it'd be a bit weird if there was a title match and you can't necessarily have Omega go over Bryan and Bryan's first what would be his culmination match, I suppose. I think they'll drag this out until after after Hangman Page takes the title off of Omega. Just on that segment as well with Danielson, I thought it was kind of lame for me anyway. I mean, like is it 2 Dynamites in a row, maybe 2 in 3 weeks there where he just come out and pretty much in the same promo. He's just like, who wants me to fight Kenny Omega? And that was like, you know, that it was literally copy and paste from a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it really, I don't know, it was just a real tone changer from that really intense match they had last week to this kind of angle they're going for as well, you know. So it didn't really sit well with me, but Nick Jackson and Danielson's gonna be good. So at least that.
Well, this is it, and there was a little bit of pandering going on as well, and it's kind of hard because you've got a lot of different faces competing for the pandering of the crowd. Do you know, we do have as you know, as I said, between Punk and then like, you know, they're coming down the high of Adam Cole, and then you've got like, you know, you've got Yes Chance, you've got this, so there's quite a lot going on. So I can see your point from that as well, for sure. Coming out of that, guys, this was uncomfortable. We had Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson taking on Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. Lads, Cody has Eva Marie go home, go away heat. Like, it's just uncomfortable, and I love that they are buying into it, and the entrance is becoming more ridiculous and grandiose every week. I love it. Yes, buy into it, take all my money. We have got to stitch this up to like the biggest, most obvious turn ever. Obviously Cody and Lee Johnson went over, but I think after this match it was more the shenanigans that went on afterwards. And guys, I'm not really sure about you, but like, I'd never want Aaron Anderson to be angry at me because I don't think he would be. You know that he's just not angry, he's disappointed, which just makes you feel so much worse because you let him down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I tell you this much, lads, if I am pulled over at a red light and Aaron puts a Glock to my head, he can have whatever he wants before he blows my brains out all over the dash. And I was like,
Yeah.
fucking Aaron Anderson, oh Jesus. Were you a fan of Bad Boy Aaron? Tell me.
Absolutely. Everybody, I don't care who you are. If somebody pulls, if you're in the car, you're in a bad area in a car and you're stopped at a light, you're in the back of your head, you wish you had a weapon in the pocket of your car that you could use to scare them off. Aaron doesn't wish he has a fucking weapon in his car. I guarantee he drives around with it in his car. He definitely does because of the gun laws in America. You can do that over here. You can't like what people do like, but you can't. He definitely does. That's definitely a story.
Definitely, Aaron is one you can definitely see cruising down, rolling and hating. Do you know what I mean? They see him rolling. But
the thing about it is,
no,
he doesn't need a fucking gun. He would probably fucking beat the shit out of anybody that fucking tried him anyway. Like he's a fucking
Just spine buster them. Spine buster to death.
Oh my God! Like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mick, what do you make of Aaron just gone mad and reading Cody his rights?
Yeah, like I thought the match was really good as well. Just to touch on that really quickly, I thought Lee Johnson was brilliant in this.
Yes.
His timing for everything was very, very good. It's probably the best I've seen him in an AEW thus far. I love this angle between Cody and possibly turning heel, possibly not, and this thing he's got going on with Aaron. I'm really excited to see where it goes because you just no idea what way it's going to go as of yet. Like, my gut feeling tells me that Cody's just got to fucking kick Aaron in the dick or something. Like, although probably not a good idea. Now we know that fucking Aaron packs a Glock and brings it in his car. Probably a bad idea. But like, can you imagine if they did a segment like Brian Pillman back in the day, where just produces a fucking pistol on camera? That'd be amazing. On a serious note, a really unexpected line from Aaron Anderson with the Glock. Like, wasn't expecting him to be a gun lover. Doesn't strike me as that type of dude, but apparently, clearly I was wrong. Loved the promo. It might have been the best segment of the night in terms of a promo. It was brilliant.
The Sid story, and Aaron Anderson story,
Which?
Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, and Aaron Anderson story from the hotel. The stabbing incident. No.
Oh my God!
You'll have to look into that story on that story. I'm sure he holds it on for a reason, to probably protect himself.
In case he runs into like Sid et al. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go and Google it if you have never heard of it.
I'm gonna have to have a look at that too myself. Sid and Aaron stabbing incident hotel. Right. Noted.
Before we go on, just a shout out to Dante Martin for being fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh my God, what unbelievable!
Oh, yeah.
For 20 years old.
Like,
yeah.
What a bright future! Like
that step up to the top rope into the flip out to the outside was just ridiculous.
The only thing missing from that was the fucking shades dropping down and the doobie in his mouth.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg in the background.
Oh lads, what a future ahead of him, and to see so much young talent getting showcased is just mad. I know that they're trying it on the other channel as well, but I don't know. I just feel they're being showcased better or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I care about it more in AEW, which is really, really tough to say, but I do. Invested in the likes of Lee Johnson, invested in the likes of Dante Martin. Like even MJF, he's still like, mid-20s and he's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't know, to me, they're just being presented stronger, I suppose, really. I don't know how else to explain it, but we'll see how the cookie crumbles. With that then, I'm not going to laugh, right? I'm not going to laugh, but I will laugh. We had Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, and Jon Moxley versus Anthony Green, former August Grey from NXT, wasn't it? And against Bear Boulder and Bear Country. Lads, poor Sting couldn't get his leg over the railing. And
that was so funny, man.
I'm not right after it. I swear to Christ, I'd hate to laugh at, well, I don't. I enjoy laughing at people, but not Sting. It just made me laugh so much. And then the way he was just like, fuck that. And he walked around and I was like, oh my God.
After the security guard opened the gate for him.
Do you remember in The Simpsons when Marge does the police course and she climbs over the wall and then Chief Wiggum goes, the women, they never find the door and they open the door and leave them through. That's what it reminded me of. And I was like, oh my God. But oh my God, lads, hysterical. Tell me, this wasn't a hugely long match, but Mick, what you think?
Yeah, fun. I don't understand. I didn't really understand the purpose of the match, other than the fact that they wanted to give the Rochester crowd a nice time. That's the ultimate purpose of the match, you know. Yeah, it wasn't too long. Didn't overstay its welcome. Got the stars in the show to keep the Rochester crowd happy. You know, Bear Country looked cool, kind of.
Cool as they can.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say in the match because not too much happened. Like, you know, they got in there, they did the big moves, and that was it, you know. Sting's face when he hit that Scorpion Death Drop after the match, though, was absolutely priceless as well.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Sting is the child that goes to the sweet shop on a Sunday when he got his pocket money, isn't he?
Yeah.
Every week. Like, it's so nice to see. Do you know, it's just so enjoyable to watch how he's been presented to us. It's just amazing. Eddie Kingston on our telly, what do you think?
Right out there, Eddie Kingston, he either looked like a fan who won a competition to be there with the AEW t-shirt on him.
Yeah.
It looks like he forgot his ring gear and that's all he had, like, and he just put it on. It was just, I love Eddie Kingston, you know, he's brilliant, like, but there's just, he was standing on the apron on one stage and there was a shot of him and he just looked like a fan.
Oh.
I was like, I want to be there. I want to be a fan standing ringside. I don't want to get in the ring because I'll get fucking murdered. But I'd love to stand on the outside with an AEW shit. You know, hey, I won the competition. I'll just stand here and everybody else can do the work. But he's brilliant. No, I love Eddie Kingston. It's not a slide on him. It's just the t-shirt. Like, I don't know why he's wearing an AEW t-shirt. It just made me laugh.
It's just for the love of the audience, I think. And you will be a fan on that apron someday, love. You will be. You keep dreaming.
I won't. Eddie Kingston will fucking knock me off it.
Love outside with him, I'm not gonna lie.
I know you will.
I know, yeah. And then they all hold up their little Brody Lee signs at the end, which was like super cute as well. It's just such a nice little nod. And then we had just a full ring. We had a 16-man tag match, right? Now, obviously, look, we know what the basis of this was, and it was basically the entire Dark Order and probably a few people they met along the way, versus the Hardy Family Office. So, you know, the whole basis was to get the Dark Order all on the same page again for this one night, to do it for Brody, etc. Look, the match hit all the feels, you know, there was no doubt about it, you know, tugged on all the heartstrings, and there was very, very seldom time in the match where there wasn't everybody in the ring, do you know, that kind of a way. So I think it kind of done exactly what I said in the tin. Really, really cool sequence though before the finish. I really, really enjoyed that before John Silver's finish, but it's just a mad sequence. There was how many of them, and they were just like going from one to the next to the next. It was brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Johnny Hungy.
Yeah, it was fab, just cool to see, like, and you could see if I was a kid in the audience, I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved that, you know. I'm a kid at home and I loved it still.
I'm glad John Silver got the pin though, because he seemed to be the closest with Brody. Like, he seemed to take it the hardest whenever it happened, like, so he seemed like his little brother, like, really, like, so he got the pin, like, it was nice. It was a nice touch.
I think it was a nice touch. And with -1 and Mrs. Hooper coming out as well. So I thought that was quite cute. From that, we went into a random promo to Leo Rush, who is now All Elite. Leo's dealing in LBOs, right?
No relation.
Yeah, no relation. That's if he was a relation and he was dealing in LBOs, I'd be like, Leo, come here. What's the story with a couple of bob? So he's coming out with this kind of wheeler dealer with the money gimmick. Rinse, rush, and repeat. Mick, happy for Leo?
I'm delighted to see Leo Rush, man. Delighted to see him. Because, you know, like, he was treated quite badly in WWE for quite a while, and then he returned to NXT, and he was really consistent there for a while, and then he was gone, and then he was bouncing around the Indies for a while, and then he was he did his first AEW debut, and then he got injured, then he retired, and then he's not retired. So, and again, any promotion is better off with Leo Rush in it. With the promo, didn't give too much away about what it was about. The only thing I got out of it that he's a wheeling dealing businessman. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what happens with him. Can you imagine him and Nick Jackson in the ring? It's gonna be awesome. Him and Ray Phoenix in one-on-one, that'd be awesome. There's a lot of cool matches they can make with them. The piece of gold is now All Elite, which is great to see.
Do you actually think he's going to wrestle though? Didn't he retire for injury reasons or concussion or something? Was there something serious that happened?
I don't know. I know he said he retired because he was injured. Then he said he was retired, but he's back. But
is he back as a hype man? Is he going to be a manager or he was with Lashley? Is he going to actually wrestle or?
I don't know.
I'd say I don't think he retired due to injury. I know he got injured and then retired, but I don't think those two things are necessarily connected. Given the nature of the segment, it seemed like he was going to be wrestling. So I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
I hope he does. He's awesome wrestler. When he came back to NXT that time and got the Cruiserweight title, I thought he was made. And then months later he was gone. I couldn't understand what happened.
Yeah. No, it starts backstage heat and all sorts, but you know yourself, you piss one off, you piss them all off. So, but definitely I'd be here for Leo Rush in the ring as well. In the ring, hype man, both, because he's just gifted in every aspect. Maybe required to be a star,
Maybe if he is going to be manager, Andrade might get a good hype man.
He needs something
who can speak for him.
Yeah, Andrade definitely, because otherwise I just don't know what's going to go on.
Might be their backup plan now that the
Rick started flashing everyone.
Not to be named Nature Boy is no longer the rumor, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But yeah, come here, look, I'd be all for it. Leo, as I say, in the ring, or a hype man, or if it's Andrade, or whatever he's up to. Happy to have him on the roster and looking forward to seeing what's going to happen and looking forward to seeing this develop more. We had Dan Lambert out then having a chat. Dan Lambert, lads, in all fairness, reminds me of someone who wants to speak to my manager. Do you know that kind of way? Dan Lambert is the fucking Karen of AEW. Do you know what I mean? More than Vicky Guerrero. Do you know what I mean? He just wants to speak to my manager. But that's one thing I liked about this whole thing. It's not often you can stop a crowd with a watch chant. It's not often but Ethan Page was fucking fire on that. Awesome. Everything he said was true to the day he was born. It's actually ridiculous. He was unbelievable. Good words out of him, Mick.
Yeah, excellent. It's the second Dan Lambert started talking, you knew the crowd started turning straight away. But Ethan Page came in with the save, and what a save it was! Oh my god! He did such a great job of making himself out to be a massive star, which is hard to do in 30 seconds of the mic, So fair play to him. Really hoping that Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page kind of step away from Dan Lambert. Not that I don't like Dan Lambert. I actually think he's quite good. He's really good on the mic, but I think he's just a bad fit for the men. He's a bad fit for the men. For the Men of the Hour?
Yeah.
Men of the Hour? Yeah, Men of the Hour.
Men of the Year,
Men of the Year, yeah. So, yeah. Who's the Man of the Hour? Leo Rush is the Man of the Hour.
You're still piped from Leon. Leon. Who's Leon? Leo Rush.
He could be hype man for them. Not that they need it. The Men of
the
Year.
I think it more comes down to the fact that I just don't given that promo, I don't even think Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky need a hype man. They can hype themselves up just fine, so maybe give Dan Lambert something else to do. Yeah,
and you know what? I believed every word that Ethan Page said.
Oh yeah.
He made himself out to be the biggest star with the tightest titties.
Tightest tits in the business, man. What line of the night?
I was
did you see somebody actually got that tattooed?
Stop.
Really?
I saw up a tweet fucking this morning or today at some stage. Somebody actually tweeted them with a tattoo of it on their leg somewhere. The actual line. Tightest
titties in the business. Tits in the business.
Oh my god.
And the Ethan Page signature at the bottom of it.
That's Crazy.
There's one thing now, getting an Iron-On transfer of like, you know, tightest tits in the business. I give that t-shirt to go myself, but like,
yeah.
Come here, a fair fox. Do you know what? It's brave. That's all I say is brave. I wouldn't go with myself, but just brave.
Stands.
Fucking hell. I know, but like, what if he says something else next week? There'll be no leg left. Like, you'll just be tattooing all sorts of quotes on it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you anyway, it doesn't matter. I know, because I'll get into it. Right. Moving on from that, we then had Penelope Ford, not Cruz. Ford we had. Thank you. I wrote it in capitals. I'm not even joking on my F-O-R-D, and I was still shitting bricks that I would say Cruz. So no, Penelope Cruz has gone into retirement, but you know, she might pull a Leo Rush and come back. So Penelope Ford and the Bunny took on Ty Conte and Anna Jay. So I don't know, was there an awful lot to say about this match? I don't know, maybe it was just me. I mean, it was fine for what it was. It was grand, you know, it was good to see the faces go over. Hubster, tell us what you think.
Yeah, I was like, you know, it's Brody's night, like, so you're going to have the two girls in match and ring gear.
Yeah.
That I've seen, that's the first time I've seen them in match and ring gear.
I liked it.
Yeah, a good match. They, you know, they always seem to get a good solid 5 to 10 minutes, and these four women have been feuding there for a while, so I'm curious to see where it goes afterwards. But for what it was, for the night that it was a good match. Yeah,
definitely. And it was nice to see Penelope Ford being choked out, as opposed to, I think the bunny is always like, you know, she's always that wily minx. She never gets like the pin. She always like finds her way out of it. But it was nice to see her being choked out with a Queen Slayer. Sorry, my drink is repeating on me. I'm like, is it going to come up? Right, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm sorry. Moving on from that, guys, MJF's promo. My God, is there anything this man can't do when it comes to like heelish promos? It's just like, oh my God, it is like, you know, again, like, you know, sphincter clenching inducing, you know what I mean? It's just, oh my God. But you know yourself. Well, but look, come here. He is the past, the present, and future of wrestling, apparently. You know what I mean?
The last promo he did send somebody into labor, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you know what? Honestly, and the fact that he said, oh my God, lads, that, you know, Tony Khan is in his top 2 cans in wrestling. I nearly fell off. Just amazing, isn't it? Make what you make of MJF's promo.
Oh, it was brilliant from start to finish, man. I mean, just a few bits I really enjoy was when he was saying the All Japan reference with the 4 pillars. That was cool. Yeah. Going through Jungle Boy, who he beat, Sammy Guevara, who he beat, and Darby Allin anyway, or whatever. That was very, very good. I like that. I like the line about having Bruce Pritchard on speed dial. That was very, very good. Teasing a defection to WWE. That was very, very cool. And Darby Allin coming out then. Delighted to see this feud happen. Really happy to see this feud happen. I think these guys are just going to be money together. I think MJF can get the most out of a sympathetic Darby Allin, and Darby Allin. Yeah, well, they both look better coming out of it. Darby Allin having his fiery underdog undertones throughout the feud will be very, very cool. I don't know if I don't know what way they're going to go with what MJF is going to do to get in his head, you know, because you know, referencing his dead uncle was probably the lowest of the low. I don't understand what else can go lower than that. I thought they'd start with something trivial like Sting's age or something like that. No, straight for the neck, man. Straight for the neck. So it'll be interesting what other dirt's going to come up about Darby Allin's past now soon. Not remember, just going to beat the shit out of Sting, you know. Yeah. His foster dad, but yeah, looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Yeah, definitely. I think the nice little cliffhanger at the end there where he didn't even answer him. He just left the ring and he was like, I can't get inside your head. And he's gone. I'm like, God, he's going to come out with the wife because everything is coming out now. Because who was he married to? Priscilla?
Killer Kelly,
wasn't he?
You're one on NXT now.
She's in there as
Mandy Rose's, what's her name?
Oh my God.
The
Is
redhead
it
one.
GG something?
Gigi Dolan.
Gigi Dolan, good man.
Yeah.
So I can see all of that is coming up, and I can't even imagine what else is coming out. Excited for this feud.
Yeah, excited. I was actually surprised. I don't recall Darby ever talking on the mic.
Good call. Very seldom. Not in AEW.
When he came out, I was like, is he going to talk? He's like, you know, that Dexter Loomis doesn't talk on NXT. Like, it was like, I can't remember the last time I heard Darby actually, you know, pick up a microphone and talk. I know they do some backstage segments where he's just, you know,
for that long.
but like actually talk. So it's going to be nice if they get a chance to go forward, you know, back and forward again on the mic, see what he has in his locker, because he's going to have to be on top of his game to keep up with MJF. Like, you know, MJF historically, he's going to be one of the greatest talkers in the history of the business. Should he, you know, get
absolutely. On a side note, there, just before we move on, are the Pinnacle still a faction?
No, I don't think so.
Right, they got fucking FTR mentioned he was like for FTR because they're back and they're better than ever, and the Pinnacle, and I was like, hang on again, who was in the Pinnacle? And yeah, exactly, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure because wasn't the chairman in that, and
well, he's still floating around with FTR, like, but he isn't.
But Tony's kind of whoring between the lot of them, isn't it?
Mentioned. I think they're only thrown together just to go at the inner circle. Like, you know, there's need for them.
It's a very WWE move to like just start a faction and then never mention it again. Like, so not a fan of that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good call, to be fair, because let's keep an eye on that. Let's keep the finger on that one. You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, poor Sean Spears, man. He was, you know, he's brought into it for his faction, you know, and then everyone abandoned him. Even Tully Blanchard prefers FTR to him. Like, fucking poor guy.
And like, you know, Sean Spears had a nice little run there for a little bit, and then it just kind of went dead. And I wish they'd made more of the whole chairman thing. I know he goes out and sits in a chair, but I just wish there was more of a hullabaloo made of it. I think that could be something if they dug into it more. I really think so. And I think he should start tweeting all sorts of different types of chairs, you know, fucking wedding chairs, fucking lounge chairs, office chairs, the whole fucking lot. I don't care. He needs to just buy into this big time and just get himself over. You know, I think he could do a little bit on it. We then had a main event. We had the Spanish God versus God's favorite champion. It's like the clash of the favorite gods. We had Sammy Guevara versus Miro. Nice little main event. Were you a fan?
Definitely. I was a fan of the match. The match was great. It was a fantastic match. I was very shocked that Sammy won. I didn't think it was time for Miro to drop the title. But I'm glad Sammy has the title. I'm glad he's going to get a chance because of the previous promo between the other two of the four pillars. Now the one of the champion, you know, MJF still hasn't been a champion. So it was a nice little continuation, but it's also like because of the night it is again, Brody being historically associated with the TNT title, it was kind of poetic that they had a TNT title change on that night, because I read the report that they were planning to change the title between them at the Grand Slam last week and the All Out pay-per-view before that. So they kept it off until this night specifically so they could change it on Brody's night, basically.
I think so. I think it was maybe as well a big part of it was, even though Miro lost the title, which I was surprised, I really thought he was going to kick out of the 630. I did. I thought we were going to go a little bit more, but we didn't. So look, it is what it is. At least it went to Sammy Guevara. Do you know, that kind of, it wasn't just kind of a lackluster or a throwaway kind of a loss of his title. And I think as well, maybe just to send the crowd home happy, you know, and with the streamers and the whole shebang and the confetti and all of that. Mick, fan of this match, and what's next for Miro?
A fan of the match. It was good, not great, but good. It was a nice little story told within the match itself, with the overpowered Miro going into smaller Sammy Guevara and Sammy picking his spots to kind of cut him down. So it was nice. It was a nice little callback to the Eddie Kingston match by taking off the turnbuckle. Nice little distraction saved by Fago Assault for Sammy Guevara to get the upper hand. Sweet 630 as well. Jesus, that thing's a thing of beauty. yeah, overall great match. With what comes next from Miro, it's hard to know. Because I like Jerry. I was very surprised that they took the title off him at this point. Because it just felt like he had so much more to give with that title run, you know. So it's hard to know where he goes next. I don't think he'll get any. I don't think he'll be moving up the card to AEW title shot or anything like that. Not in the immediate future anyway. Maybe when CM Punk is done with Team Taz, maybe that's a feud, Miro and CM Punk. To be honest, though, the feud. If I was Booker G, I would book. I would book. I'll probably book Daniel Bryan and Miro. That would be my next step for Miro.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, that'd be fire match. Fire match.
I'd throw him and John Moxley together as well. Like maybe I wouldn't mind seeing that.
A match with John Moxley.
Yeah, because Eddie Kingston didn't get his revenge on Miro. Maybe he'll come looking for revenge now. He hasn't got the title. Miro will try and.
Yeah. Yeah, and John Moxley's kind of just floating around at the moment as well. Like,
he is going around a bit. Yeah.
Well, like I know they're aiming for a trios title, and they have a lot of trios, out there at the minute. So maybe that's why they're keeping Darby with those two. Like, but I would, I could see Miro, Miro and Moxley. Dean Ambrose and Rusev had some good matches in WWE. So there's no way they couldn't go out and show them what they've missed out on.
Yeah, that's good shit actually. That's why you're the booker, man.
Well, hey! But you know what? I think I like that there's no definite feuds for a number of different people, that we're all guessing, we're all fantasy booking, we're all speculating, which is so cool, because if the shoe was on the other foot of the other promotion, like we could probably have a fair idea what's going to happen on Raw on Monday. Do you know what I mean? So, maybe after the draft, it might be a little bit different. But, for a few weeks now, we'd have a fair idea of what's coming up. But you, like, when matches are announced now for like Friday and for like next Wednesday, we're like, oh, so again, it's appealing. You know what I mean? It's appealing to the fan base in the right way. Switching tracks, lads, getting on the other train. Woo-hoo, over to NXT 2.0. NXT 2.0 opened up with a hero. They are absolutely being fucking railroaded. I like that I tied that in with my train. They are being railroaded to Raw, surely.
Has to be, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's only logical next step, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they are. Now they came out and they cut their promo for BFAB's match against Elektra. Elektra went over, but I don't know, did this happen too quick? It was kind of 2 weeks of like, I'm her. And then it was just, I don't know why, I would have liked it. I don't know, it was maybe this their new angle that they're just going to have a load of different matches, but I thought this feud could have done with a few more weeks.
Yeah, I thought that, I had that same feeling as well. Like, it felt like the feud is now over before it ever started, unless they're going to drag it out a little bit more. But like, if that's the intention, then they should have, waited on having the match for a little while longer.
Yeah, or had some kind of a hook at the end of the match, because I just felt like it was done and dusted, which makes
it was very final, Yes,
yes. There was no chance of like another of a rematch, and this is what makes me fairly sure that they're going up, because that feud was cut short very, very quickly. Now that said, they could wrestle again next week because someone changed their mind. So like, let's hope.
Yeah.
And then Mick, Oni Lorca was defeated by who you called the most beautiful looking man, the most gorgeous man in NXT.
Dude, he's so handsome. He's so freaking handsome. Like, the most handsome man.
Dynasty.
The most handsome man, brutalizing, maybe the ugliest man in NXT.
All right.
It was,
Only alone.
Yeah. I'll give him 1 out of 5. Zan Quinn looks great. He looks like a star. It looked like he connected really well with the audience as well. A squash is always a good way to get someone over as well, especially in that kind of environment. When someone's quite pretty new. Yeah. So hopefully there'll be good things in his future.
It pays to hold the door open for people. People remember that.
Yeah. It's a weird gimmick.
It's like, Yeah, I don't know how I was that he just went absolutely nuts because, you know, somebody was going to walk in before the birds, you know, in the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, actually, maybe it's not. Take note, love.
Whoa.
I'm just joking, love. I'm just joking.
I always hold the door.
No way, but yeah, I'd be holding the door, and if they walked in, I'd bait them. Just saying.
You'll be elbowing the old people out of the way to try and get in when I'm holding the door open for them. Like, pass my way.
Well, they need to walk faster.
They can't. They have bad knees.
Then go in the slow lane.
There's no slow lane.
I have places to go and people to say.
Anyway.
I'm just not doing this now. It's not we're going shopping this weekend. Next came a tag team match with Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. Excuse me, against Toxic Attraction. Darling, when I making a Toxic Attraction, tell me.
I like them.
Yeah?
They're different. They have something about them, but again, it's the old WWE not knowing what to do with tag teams, female tag teams, even male tag teams, unless they're established. Like, it's just, you know, Zoe Stark and Io Shirai are a good team, like, but they haven't defended it in a long time, like, and I thought that Toxic Attraction might have got a win because the rumor is that Io Shirai has been being tapped up for the main roster, so I thought maybe they'd drop the titles and put her up. So it was a good match. Not much else to say about it.
No, and I think they've done a little bit of a direction term at Mandy Rose as well, because we had either last week or the week before, she was like, you know, I'm hot and you're not. And it's just, we've come so far from that. You know, we really, really have. And she doesn't need to, because she's got the goods. When she's given a chance, Mandy Rose is a strong bitch. Like, she really is.
Yeah, she's good, man.
Oh my God, she is. She has it. Like, so when she's given a chance to showcase it, we don't need this. Mandy, we know that you're a specimen. Do you know what I mean? The goddess. You know, we know you are. But we don't need the I'm hot, and that kind of dropped very quickly this week. Now she was more about titles, championship, and badass, and I'll beat you. She was more. That's why I'm glad they kind of took her off the Mean Girls track. It's all train related this week. So following on from that, the poor boy in the sweater, Andre Trace, who wrestled in a sweater. I'm not even sure, like, I can't sit at work in a sweater. Do you know, that kind of way, out of fear that I'm just like glowing? I just can't, it's too warm. So we wrestled in a sweater, but then the poor fucker got listed. Lads, is this gimmick too gimmicky, or is it actually going to go somewhere? Or, you know, is he the next Bo Leave?
I find it hard to take a wrestler seriously when they wrestle fully clothed or in a sweater. You know, so
you're a big perv. You just want people naked. Take your clothes off.
You just want to see the second tightest tip in the world.
Like,
I don't know, man. I think if Anthony Joshua boxed in a sweater, you know, I don't think people would take him half as seriously, even though probably people don't take him seriously anymore anyway after Usyk. But a different story altogether. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like when you're given a gimmick that's not, that people can't take seriously, then no one is going to take you seriously, you know. And he can go, man. He can fucking go too. That's the worst part, you know. Yeah, the finish was the finish. I mean, I like missed finishes, you know. I like those hardbacks to Muda. And that was fine, like, you know, but not a fan of the sweater at all, man.
Yeah, I know, I think it's gonna.
Why'd you wear a sweater if you suspect a guy is gonna miss you? It's gonna ruin your sweater.
Well,
devastated. That's not going to come out.
He needs a teacher's sweater, you know, the ones with those fucking stupid leather elbow pads.
Ah, yeah.
So whenever he's bumping, it'll save his elbows.
Yeah.
All right, no, yeah, maybe if he's going to do that, maybe go full on in with the teacher gimmick.
Do not tie the.
Maybe just get actual elbow pads for his pads.
Yes, there you go, actual elbow pads. There you go. You see, lads, you can write the show between us. I'm telling you now, we could.
Yeah.
That went longer than the match.
It did. Yep. Very good call, dear. Good call. Roddy Grayson Waller. How's Roddy as your champ?
Yeah, it's early days yet. Like, he only won it last week, so good that, you know, maybe he'll. I don't know. Will they have him defending it every week? They should, because it's the type of title that there's plenty of talent out there to challenge for the week.
Yeah.
And, you know, it'll build up the Diamond Mine Kurt Angels like more if he's defending it every week.
Yep.
I want to see the tag team, the two boys. I can't remember their names. They had a couple of matches there the last few weeks, so I want to see them more. But
I know who you're on about, but I can't think of their name. The two buddies in the bar.
But yeah, Roderick Strong is he's a veteran at this stage now of the game, so he can put all these talent over. He's the perfect person to hold the belt the way Miro was holding the belt for a long time with AEW. Let him be the person to defend it every week, and put all these new talent over, and eventually somebody will beat him in the long run and become a big star. Because he has got the experience to put people over.
Definitely. He has veteran status now in NXT. He's right up there with Ciampa. He's right up there with Gargano as locker room leader, and he has the experience, and he is a great call for Ciampa. Great to see it being defended this week as well. He is a great call for Ciampa because he is the one who can really showcase the new talent and the new look they're going for, and they will learn so much from them. They really, really will. Excuse me. From that, then we went into Kyle O'Reilly defeating Ridge Holland, and Kyle's another one who teach people an awful lot. Mick, do you think?
Yeah, I guess.
He's around a while,
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely, he could definitely be a more of a hand to the newer guys coming in, but I don't know. It just feels like I feel like they've wasted an opportunity with Kyle there a little bit. If you look at the Adam Cole match he had, he was so hot coming off of that, and then he was attacked backstage, and then Von Wagner fucking took his spot in the title match, and then now he's teaming with Von Wagner probably. It's like, what's the fucking point of Kyle O'Reilly at this stage? I wish he had more purpose than you attacked me, so I'm gonna fight you. It's just very basic for a guy who's so talented.
Yeah. I know, is he taking on a bit more of a kind of a Bobby Fish role or something? Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think he's kind of become the Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era, if it were still around.
Who's challenging Sammy Guevara next week on AEW?
He is.
Oh yeah, my boy Bobby Fish is back in the big time. Delighted.
How many fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Yeah, I still love that, and I wish that went on for weeks, but dead excited to see that match. I think that's amazing. So we will chat about it when the time comes, but yes, we are here for that match. Raquel Gonzalez then defeated Frankie Monet. I'm good with this. I was happy to see Raquel go toe-to-toe with someone who can match her power for power, strength for strength.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't been many of them, especially after a match with Dakota, who, if anybody can let us know where she is, we'd really like to know, because we are concerned. Okay, Dakota hasn't been seen in a little while, and we're sure that we hope she's okay and that she's safe, but if you can just call home and let us know, Dakota, we would appreciate it. We're worried. It was nice to see someone just on her level, not in level of, yes, talent, of course, but physicality. And it was really, really believable match. Enjoyed it. But now I am at a loss as to what's next for Frankie Monet. I'm at a little bit of a loss there. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I was a little bit sidestepped by that. I'm not really sure.
Let's ask her colleague, the Michael Stonebrand.
Michael Stonebrand, what is next for your client, Frankie Monet?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm putting some calls. I don't know, man. The NXT, the NXT women's division, it was so heralded for so long now. It's I wouldn't say it's on a massive downturn or anything like that, but it is certainly on a steady decline as to where it was. It's hard. Not only is it hard to see where Monet goes, it's hard to see where a lot of them go. I'm hoping that with NXT being involved with the draft, that we may get some faces from the main roster go down to NXT.
Yes.
Yes. Can you imagine if Asuka turns up in NXT to fight Raquel Gonzalez?
Ricochet. Put Ricochet back in NXT. If they're not going to do anything on the main roster, put him back in NXT.
Here, man. He's top contender for 24/7 title. What are you talking about?
God, stop it. Get Ember Moon off main event. For fuck's sake, get Ember Moon off main event.
Perfect example. Ember Moon, perfect example.
She on main event?
Yes.
Why is she?
I don't know. She's wrestling on main event. Get her off and get her down to NXT. I don't care. Get her down to NXT.
She is in NXT, though, isn't she? She was in NXT last week.
What's she doing on main event? Do you know,
Dark
I'm not being
matches,
funny,
I don't
right?
know.
Either you are crossing over all the brands and wrestling anybody or anyone, but stop this fucking wishy-washy shit of like, let's put her here and let's put her there. It's just when there's absolutely no story at all, it's really, really hard to root for somebody. But we still will because we want something to happen for them. But like the fact that I just said there, she was on main event and you were like, was she? Do you know, that's for
I don't
Ember
watch it.
Moon. I know that's the same, but for Ember Moon, you know what I mean? She's just an
Yeah.
example of many, but that's a shame. That's a fucking crying shame, like. But look, from that, I'm going to finish on a high in a minute, so we're going for Braun Breaker calling out Tommaso Ciampa. I felt that this promo from Braun Breaker, now he's all like, you know, right guys, what's today's project? Let's get it going, guys. You know, can you feel me, room? Are you with me? Let's go. It's Friday. And this took a little bit of a heelish turn in his promo. He was very, very, you know,
Yeah.
from last week, I thought, oh, all right, calm down, Braun. Jesus, gone mad. So yeah, fan of Braun Breaker calling out Tommaso.
Yes and no. Yes, because I think he is the future of NXT and maybe WWE in long term if they book him properly.
Yep.
It is too soon for him to have a title shot, though.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be, he's facing him right now. He needs to go off and, you know, destroy half the roster and work his way up to Ciampa. Like Ciampa said in his reply that, you know, it took him 900 and whatever days to get it back. Yeah. He didn't work his ass off to drop it, you know, in a few weeks ago. They're obviously they can't have him lose it to Braun Breaker straight away, and they can't have Braun Breaker lose straight away because it'll fuck up his momentum. So I would hold off for a while. Yeah. I don't know when the next takeover is. Obviously, we're not getting War Games this year in NXT in October because
War Games!
It doesn't suit the new setup of NXT. So hopefully they'll do a War Games and Survivor Series, maybe between the Bloodline and Hurt Business or whatever.
So it'll be amazing across.
That'll be great.
How across? Oh my God! Like here for that, here for that.
Yeah, like, you know, you're not going to get
it. Booker G.
Just War Games needs to happen every year, and it's not going to happen in NXT this year because it's a new setup, and it's, you know,
it's so good.
It needs to happen. Like, I know Vince didn't want to do it because he didn't like it. You know, I don't know why it's too.
Yeah, it had shades of
So maybe he enjoyed the last few ones. Maybe he'll actually try it this year.
Oh, I love it. I love War Games. Yeah. With Tommaso Ciampa, I liked as well that his promo was very of experience, you know, but it took me 900 and so many days. And I liked that because it just showcases how different they are, because Braun is coming across very much as I'm on your level, I'm ready for a title shot. And I like that Tommaso Ciampa's after putting the coolers on it. Should we be waiting another while before Braun gets the title shot, Mick?
Definitely. Because, you know, it's too, as Jerry said, it's too early for him to be champion, and it's too early for him to lose as well. You know, so it's kind of, you're kind of booking yourself into a corner there, like, you know.
Yeah.
You're working yourself into a shoot. But yeah, I don't know what, like, I'm a huge fan of Braun Breaker. I think he's awesome. He's he's big, he's quick, he's intense. He's not bad in the mic, in fairness to him.
No, he's not.
You know, he looks like he's looking ready to kill you, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's just too soon. It's just too soon. He, as you say, he should be wrecking half the roster first. You know, there's so much he could do before getting that title shot. You know, you know, he could be. He hasn't even had a real rivalry yet. Like, you know.
No.
You know, he hasn't done. He's what's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks he's been on TV. You know, nothing.
No.
You know, he could have easily went for a tag title first, could have went for the North American title first, anything like, but going straight for the NXT title, I think is a big mistake, and I think they'll probably regret it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they don't just, if they do put the strap on him, I'd be worried that it will be a short-lived reign and then Braun is gone and never to be seen again. That, you know, they kind of like, oh, because of the name, we have to give him something. Let's do it really, really quick. And now he disappears into oblivion. I really hope not, because we're going to say it, call it straight out. That has been a fucking strong 3 weeks for somebody who's just appeared on the NXT scene. Do you know what I mean? That's been
To be fair though, in those 3 weeks, he has looked amazing. In fairness to him, he's looked brilliant.
It's been such a strong 3 weeks for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's talking about him. And there's definitely been other people there for 3 weeks who are not being talked about as much. You know, his name is on everyone's lips. So don't do the dirty, WWE. Just do right by him, because you've changed his name a million times. Once a Steiner, always a Steiner. He's identifiable instantly. You know what I mean? You can't deny genetics, you know. So
and shout out to Andrew Zarian, who was talking about it during the week there, that just to be thankful he wasn't called Frankenstein or.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Definitely.
Like,
I mean,
Rex Steiner is a great wrestling name.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. But it was very, very close to being an Irwin or Shyster. You know what I mean? I think, yeah. So thank fuck, because Jesus Christ, if someone had thought of that would have been good shit and finished. Do the fucking gimmick shit, like, you know, and just a watered down version of
walking around with bolts in his neck.
Oh, totally. They would have painted him fucking green and they would have brought him out in a coffin, diddle it, and you know, they would have made a whole Addams Family thing of it, had the cast of every horror movie you could think of, and the zombies would have been back in the ring, and Dexter would have been back in the House of Horrors.
Halloween Havoc,
you know,
coming soon.
Exactly. How perfect would that have been now for
guys? Can you imagine if for Halloween Havoc, Braun Breaker goes dressed as Scott Steiner?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Here for it. How amazing would that be?
Oh my God. And he has the music and everything, man.
Which version of Scott Steiner, though?
Oh my God. It has to be.
I need it. Pump it to my veins.
Early 90s, mid 2000s, or Big Papa Pump?
Oh, it's got a Big Papa Pump, man. He's got to get the chainmail and sunglasses, you know.
Oh my God.
He can get Toxic Attraction to come out as his fucking freaks, you know. Unreal. To my veins.
NXT need to have a Halloween party. I swear to God, they all need to come out as like their idols. And we need Big Papa Pump. I think it's essential. And chainmail black, you know. So I think we need it, lads. Finishing on a high.
Wait, don't forget the honeymoon.
Oh my God, Index's honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
Safety first. Practice safety, lads. Look out for shark in the water and sharks in the bed. That's all you can do on your honeymoon, is look out for the two of them, and you should be A-okay. It's, lads, no, don't, because now that has all sorts of sexual connotations for me. The thumbs up, I'm just dying. It's just like, no dear. No, it's just, it's funny. Do you know what I mean? It's funny, but I was just like, oh dear Jesus. And Johnny Gargano inside the cupboard, and you're just dying a death inside, you know. But it's entertaining. I want to see where it goes after the honeymoon. But, you know, lots of love for Index. What can we say? Now, can I finish my heart?
Bigger heart.
The biggest heart ever, lads. It's happening! Tony with the D. Tony D is showing up next week on NXT 2.0. And if he doesn't come out to the sound of violins with a horse's head under his arm and an impeccable designer suit, that I don't want to know, because I can't deal with the excitement I have for this. I can't even. That is where I am at. Darling, tell me, are you as riveted as I am to see Tony D next week?
Only gonna do, you know.
He's beautiful. I just can't wait to see it. The whole lot, the whole fucking shebang. Mick, what about it, Tony D? He's going to come out with ridiculous, isn't he?
Yeah. To be honest, man, you could have given me another 6 weeks of vignettes and I would have been happy, you know. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what he's like, you know, because I don't know much about him apart from what we've seen through the vignettes, you know. So it's interesting to see his ring style. I think I said just before we went on that it'd be amazing if, you know, because we're all expecting this smash mouth guy, you know, so it'd be amazing if he came out, he was just like the best fucking technical wrestler ever. Like, he's so funny.
Amateur wrestler originally.
That's
like, his background is an amateur wrestler. Like, so.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But I think despite that, I think they'll go with the stereotype and they'll go with a Nunzio style Boston Brawler type of thing.
Yeah.
That's the way I see him being booked anyway. I have no doubt that he can go in the ring. Is he booked for a match? Has that been announced yet, or is he just showing up?
Just said he's coming next week.
Oh man, just give us a promo instead. I don't even want to see him wrestle yet. Just give us a good promo.
Come out to the promo and come out to the promo. Hello, arrive up in the most beautiful car that you have ever seen, right? With about 17 women coming out the car with you. He pays somebody money to park the car. He has to pay a valet outside of it. He has to take a business call when he's there as well. He's drinking a coffee. I want it all, right? And I think it would be really, really good if he did come to ring and cut a promo, and if maybe he was interrupted or vice versa. Actually, no, scrap that. He interrupts, cancelled, not cancelled, when he's doing his safe space in the ring. I would like to see that a little bit and see if they have something, because they're very, very different. I have a feeling they're going to book him like NXT 2.0's version of AEW's Eddie Kingston. I think that they might go a little bit like that he's, as you say, Mickey's a bit of a brawler, he's rough and ready. Yeah. But if he comes up now and he's doing fucking flips and handstands and spinning on his head, I'd be here for it too. I don't care, to be honest with you. He can come out dressed up as Doink the fucking clown and I will still be here for it. So
I think he could do a APA kind of gimmick where it's protection, people pay him protection money.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah. That'd be very cool.
Racketeer! Sorry, love that.
That'd be very cool.
I'm sitting next to him. This ear's getting the fucking beaten.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It'd be cool. It'd be cool who they get as heavies as well in that scenario.
Well, the two boys that interrupted MSK, two bigger dudes.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
They've got a kind of an APA kind of vibe about them. The two bigger dudes. I can't remember what they're
name is. I know who you're on about, Jack. Yeah.
Like old country boys with the checkered vest. Like,
they met in the bar and they're having they like to fight. Can't for the life of me think of their names. Yeah,
they've got that APA thing about them. They like bar fights and stuff like that. Maybe he'll hire them as bodyguards or something like that and put them in suits and protect.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If you want protection, you hire D'Angelo's dogs or something.
D'Angelo's dogs.
I'm dying. And like they as well, they also have that air of like goofiness and doofus about them as well. So I think it would be, they are fucking
Bebop and Rocksteady to his shredder,
like they are, aren't they though? Yeah. Like they are still in Paulie. They absolutely are to Tony. Yeah. So I'm just that's sorry, dear, I didn't mean to deafen you, but I just love the Racketeer idea. What? Anyway, so guys, that wraps up our review of AEW Dynamite and NXT 2.0. Lots happening in the world of wrestling this week. It's exciting. It's fun to watch. We are invested and so looking forward to many, many storylines and feuds to see how they play out. We're loving the fantasy booking. Please don't forget to catch us on Twitter at Slam Wrestle. We are on, of course, Facebook and Instagram. Check out our interview as well with Jonathan Davenport, who designed some amazing gear from everybody from Ricochet to the New Day and also to Big E for our champion. He created some beautiful, beautiful pieces and has a really, really great chat with Booker G and Jerry. He's got kids calling as well. So do check that out. It's up on the WrestleSlam YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Go and subscribe straight away for all our fabulous content. And from myself being Liz, himself being Jerry, and himself being Mick, we shall see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.